I'm going to show you how you can use AI to personalize hundreds or even thousands of your cold emails. So when it comes to cold email marketing, it can be tough writing a personalized first line that really grabs the attention of your leads. It also could be incredibly time consuming if you have a list of hundreds or thousands of leads. So this system I use for my company completely changes the game when it comes to talking to clients and getting my foot in the door. So please make sure to watch until the end because I'll be providing you with a valuable tool for free that can help you automate your business and implement these systems yourself. My name is Nick, and I'm an AI automation consultant, and I help businesses integrate AI and automation solutions to ultimately scale their business through saving time and money. So, if you're interested in implementing solutions for your business but don't know where to start, then click the link below to book a discovery call with my agency where we'll go over your specific pain points and bottlenecks that limit your business's growth and create bespoke AI solutions tailored towards your business's needs to help you save time and money. So getting started with this, we're going to be using Make.com, ChatGPT, Airtable, and Lemlist. But I do want to preface before we get started that there are other platforms that offer features like what I'll be showing you, but it does come pretty expensive as they can be roughly $100, $200 per month to operate. So this is just a much cheaper alternative. So I wanted to show you the automation and what it looked like in Make.com. So the trigger that we're starting off with is a search records in Airtable. And basically what this is doing is just searching my CRM, all the leads that are in there and all the information. So you can use whatever CRM that you would like. So I like to use Airtable because it's very user friendly and it integrates well with Make.com, but you can really use anything that you would like, such as HubSpot or ActiveCampaign. Doesn't matter. So we're having that search records, and this is just kind of what it looks like. So next up, we will be searching that leads website. So it's very important that in the CRM that I have a website in there because I'm using this HTTP request to search that website's information, all that information from their website. It's just grabbing all that context, and then it is either going one of two routes. So it's either going to convert that content from the website from the HTML text to actual text that's readable, or if it didn't work, then it will just go through a catch error, which just ensures that the automation keeps on running if there is an error. So you can see here it's pretty simple. I'm just inserting the data from the HTML, and what we're doing next is sending all of this information from the HTML text to ChatGPT. And basically, what we're doing is we're having this prompt a first line, a very hyper personalized first line that's going to be to our lead to turn them into a client. So I'll go ahead and show you what this kind of looks like. Basically, I'm just having it follow a very strict set of rules. So the max is going to be 250 characters and all this other information that we'll get into later. So what it does next is once it gets that personalized first line that's generated based on the information from the website, it's then updating my CRM, which is just going to update the status, saying, hey, like here's the first line, it's all good to go, and then you can store it into your mass email campaign, which I'm going to be using Lemlist for. So as you can see here, in the personalized facts category, I'm inserting the message content from ChatGPT, and then I'm going to be sending this into my Lemlist campaign. So you could also use Instantly. Doesn't really matter what email outreach email platform you're using. So now let's go into my Airtable CRM. So as you can see here, I just used myself as a potential lead because I can't obviously show you all of my leads and give away all that information. So here you can see my email, my first name, last name, company is a category. We have a category for the personalized fact, which is going to be, it's also known as the first line in this scenario. So we have the status, which it's going to be one of two statuses. So right now it's not personalized. So as you can see, there's nothing in this personalized fact category. Or you can have a personalized status where once this is populated with our first line, this will then be changed to personalized status. So as you can see here, I have my website in there, very important for this specific automation, and then a bunch of different information, like if they're contacted or not, when this was created, company size. I personally didn't put anything in there, but feel free to put whatever you would like in there. So let's go ahead and try running this. So we're gonna go ahead and click run once. It'll search that record, make that request. So as you can see, this didn't populate correctly. So the request was invalid. So I believe that's because I already had this lead in there. So in my mass email campaign, I'm going to go ahead and go into this specific campaign. And yeah, you can see that my lead was already in there. So it's not going to duplicate any of the leads. Something that's pretty helpful. So I'm going to delete that, and let's try running that again. So we're going to have to manually change this back. So we'll change from not personalized, and we will delete this personalized first line. So let's go ahead and try this again. So it's searching the record, making that website search, sending all that information to ChatGPT. Then it's populating the rest of these. So let's go ahead and see what it looked like. So you can see the status was automatically changed to personalized, and the personalized first line is, I highly regard your efficient use of AI to automate tasks, driving revenue, and improving customer service. So let's go ahead and see why it said that. So on my website, you can see here that we're just discussing AI automation. Basically, we're helping businesses implement automations and AI solutions to save them time and money. Also, be sure to fill out this free guide. Anyways, it took all that information from my website and summarized it into that one succinct line. So next up, we'll go into my email platform, and you can see that this lead is now in here. It has the same exact text that I just read off. And what you can then do with that is we'll go back, and we can then create a sequence for this lead. So as you can see, this lead list is in here, and we'll just write our email content. So if you say something, so I believe that I had it listed under, let me check. So it's currently listed under company name. So that's where I could find that. And we'll go back and update the sequence. So if I said something like hi, and then just input company name, and then we'll preview. So you'll see here to the lead that's in there. So if I say something like hi, and then we'll go ahead and put it company name because that's what I had it inserted in the brackets as. We'll go ahead and go to preview, go to the lead, and right there you'll see that it says the greeting, and it also has the text from the brackets, which is just, I highly regard your efficient use of AI, blah, blah, blah. So you can see how this can be super useful when it comes to marketing and doing mass email outreach. So now we'll get into the aspect where we'll actually be building this out, and I'll just be walking you through that. So the first thing you'll want to do to start building this out is go ahead and go to make.com and click on create a scenario. Once you're in make.com, we'll go ahead and, so we're going to be using Airtable as our CRM. So we'll go ahead and search the records. You'll have to input your own API token from Airtable or whatever platform that you are using. So we'll find the base, and I believe I had it as YouTube personalized first line. So there's that. We'll go ahead and go to table. It's under table 1. So as you can see, I don't have any other tables in here. It's just this one right here. So we'll go back. We will change the view to a not personalized view. So we only want to be finding or really acting upon the leads that are not personalized. So as you can see, I created a grid in here where it's just not personalized. So as you can see, there's no leads in here that aren't personalized. So the automation won't run. So going back, we only want to look for the status and the website. So these are the different categories that are in my CRM. And formula doesn't matter. And let's just go ahead and put the limit to 1, since we're not going to be running many automations. Next up, we're going to be running an HTTP request. So this is the part where it will be just searching the web and searching the contents of their website. So we'll go ahead and do make a request. Make a request, and the URL is going to be, so I'll actually have to run this once to populate some of the mappings. And the URL is just going to be the website. So you can see the mapping from there and the website right there. So we're going to be using a GET request as the method because we're getting information from the website. We're not posting any information anywhere. So we'll go ahead and leave that like that. and we don't need the body type or any of this other stuff, but we will go into advanced settings, and we want to make a timeout function. So this just allows the automation to, actually end and put a stop to the sequence. Is if it's searching the internet for too long, because sometimes it could take 5 minutes for it to search the internet and it won't work. So I found that around 15 seconds to 45 seconds is a nice little range where um, you can set the timeout as. So we're not going to include a error catching um, part of this. It's really not necessary, but just something that I like to include in a lot of my automations. But anyways, we'll go ahead and go to the text parser part, and we'll go ahead and hook that up. We will do HTML to text because all this information from the website is currently in HTML. So we'll go ahead and run this once just to make sure that we get the information. Go ahead and try this. And there's that. So now we're going to go ahead and add the text parser. So we'll go ahead and just search up parser, and we'll be converting the HTML to text. So we want the data that is from this HTTP request. It's hard to say sometimes. So we'll go ahead and just include the data. And next up, we want to be sending this information to ChatGPT. So we'll go ahead to go to OpenAI, and we'll find create a completion. So we'll just search this. And we're going to go ahead and copy the prompt from this document. So basically what I'm just having it say is to review the data from the HTTP request, and we're just having it identify key details such as unique projects, strategic insights, successes, tools, or pioneering practices. So if a company recently closed on a project and it's on their website, it'll basically just say, hey, congratulations on so-and-so project. And then you could segue from there, your conversation in your email. So we'll go ahead and copy this and put it back into our completion model. So we'll go ahead and choose system as the message, and message content will just be this. So that looks good. And we're just going to use GPT-4o because it's new. So go ahead and replace this and replace that with the text from the HTTP text parser. So everything looks good. We'll click OK. We'll have to include tokens. So you could just set max tokens to 0. Or if you want to put a limit on it, you could do something like 2,000, 200, doesn't matter. I like to use 0 because I don't mind how many tokens I'm using. So once you have that in there, let's go ahead and take a look. We'll just be updating our Airtable. So similarly to before, we'll go ahead and search Airtable, but this time we will be updating a record. Let me make sure that's right. Yep. So update a record. And this is just where we'll have to find that base again. So here's the one our CRM is in. Find the same table. And the record ID. So you can find that just from right here. And we'll just want to be inserting the personalized fact. So we'll get that from, I believe, right here. So we'll go to choices from our mapping of the GPT module. Go to message and content. So that looks good. And then we'll just be changing the status from non-personalized to personalized. And then from there, we can then populate our email campaign. So let's go ahead and search Lemlist. So let me show you that it does have Instantly on here if you prefer to use that for your email outreach platform. So we'll go ahead and find this, and we'll just go ahead and add a lead. So here, just make sure you're hooking up your API key to this module. Find the campaign ID. So we have it as YouTube personalization. So the email, we will want to go ahead and include this. So we'll just have the email, first name, last name, and so for the company name, because there's a very limited amount of categories that you could input from make.com. So instead of the company name, we're just going to be including the personalized fact. So please note that. And we'll just go ahead and click OK. We'll save this. And we're going to go ahead and try to run this real quick. So go ahead and change the status to not personalized so that it will actually run. Remove the personalized fact and also remove it from our campaign. So let's go ahead and try this out. Go ahead and click run once. So as you can see, there was a problem from the HTTP. So generally, with the HTTP requests, you have to be very careful because a lot of the times you'll have to input HTTPS, insert that, and that should be enough to run. So let's go ahead and try that again. So now it's running properly. Looks good. So we'll go ahead and check our CRM. So basically it's just saying, really impressed by how your company leverages AI to automate daily tasks and increase efficiency, driving growth and improving customer service with 24/7 virtual assistants. So that all looks fine and dandy. We'll go ahead and go to Lemlist, and you can see this lead is now added. It has the updated first line. So really impressed by how your company, blah, blah, blah. So that's how you can use AI and automation to create thousands of personalized first lines for your cold emails. So like I mentioned at the beginning of the video, I'll be providing you with a free guide that provides you with 5 custom AI automation solutions that are created based on your specific challenges or pain points within your business, and also gives you a step-by-step plan on how to implement them yourself. So if you're interested in saving your business 10 plus hours every week, then I highly recommend you check that out in the description below. All you have to do is fill out this guide that literally takes 1 minute, where you'll just be providing the information like your first name and last name and a few other things. And with that being said, I hope you found some real value in this and can use this to save your business time and hopefully generate you more money by converting those leads into clients.